Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Saurabh Chabra. This video is in continuation of my previous video where I discussed about Azure policies and Azure Monitoring and Microsoft Defender for Cloud. This video is regarding Azure Monitoring Agent, and I will be discussing about how you monitor your on-prem servers as well. So if you find this video useful, please click on like, share, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, and click on the bell icon. Let's just get started. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Kuntal who sent me an email for creating video for the on-prem servers monitoring. This would be a video where I would be discussing about more of the Azure Monitoring Agent and how to configure the on-prem servers monitoring as well from the Azure Monitoring services. Let's just get started. Currently I'm assuming that you already have Azure Arc and you have not only your on-prem servers but across other platform servers as well, which is on other cloud. You do not need to do anything else. What you need to do is you go into Azure Monitor. You can configure log analytics on your Arc servers. You can have there can be a more than one solution to your monitoring, right? So you can do a traditional way, which is you can install the log analytic agent manually into each and every VM, right? Or what you can do is you can come into Monitor, go into data collection rules, and you can filter out and you can select the resources of all your Arc servers, and then you can create rules out of it, right? So let me just show you what I meant about it. So even if you're not able to do this, what you can do is you can install it manually, right? So let me just show you Microsoft Doc website where it is giving you what all things are supported in terms of Windows VM. So these are the things which are supported for Azure Monitoring Agent and Log Analytic Agent and Dependency and Diagnostic Extension, right? So you can see what all is allowed, and if your service is below 2008 R2 SP1, I'm afraid Azure Monitoring Agent is not available for that. Log Analytics will also not be available for that, and Dependency Agent. So it will not get installed and will not be able to monitor, right? So you can refer to this document. I would be pasting this URL in the description, and you can refer to the Linux VMs as well. So this is where you can come across and find out if you can really enable monitoring for your Arc servers. When I say Arc servers, it can be an on-prem servers or servers from anywhere in the cloud, right, for other cloud providers. So once you configure this alert, it would be referring to your log analytics, or it would be reporting to your monitoring agent in your monitor, Azure Monitor, and then you can configure the way similar to the one which we are doing for Azure servers. So being said that, let's just start for Azure Monitoring Agent. So let me just select a resource group. So this is where we are creating a rule for data collection. So data collection rule, again, the name can be anything. Let me just write data collection for Arc servers. Okay. So and we so the main thing is we have to select the region where our resources reside. So currently it's not allowed to change the region. So if your resources is in East US or West US, you have to create a data collection rule there. You have to select resource group there, and then you can probably enable it, right? So the other thing is you have to create separate rule, or you can create a custom one which will have both Linux and Windows. So currently I'm selected Windows. So again, in my previous video I told you about what kind of data informational data it collects, right? So there are two types of data. One is matrix level and the other one is log level. So let's just select what kind of data we are we gonna select. First of all, we need to select the scope would be nothing but the VMs you want to get monitored, right? So let's just select one, and I'll just show you what needs to be done. Yeah, so we have selected only one, so you can filter out, or you can mention like if all your servers have Arc as a name, so you can mention all Arc servers can be part of the scope, right? So this is how we can select the scope. And the next thing would be to click on the add data source, right? So what kind of data do you need? Do you need a performance counter, or do you need logs? So these are two matrices where we select what kind of data do we need. So you can see performance counters and Windows event logs. So Windows event logs will go to the log analytics, performance counters will go to the metrics, right? So we can select these matrices like CPU, memory, disk, network. So we can select a CPU, and we can have the sample rate as 30, and click on next. And let me just go previous and show you what all things you can do. You can filter out. The main thing is that you can filter out here as well. If you don't want your all the security logs to be there, what you can do, I mean, in terms of performance counters, what you can do is you can select what kind of matrix you want, right? Here by coming into the custom, and then you can select what all things needs to be done, right? So here you can select it. I'll go back to the basic and have it CPU. The other thing I wanted to show you was event logs, right? Windows event logs. If you want to have application logs, or you want to have a security log, so that can also be one of the things. So let me just show you security and system and critical logs log, right? If I select critical, so it will only have these logs as a data source, right? So let me just go to this custom, and you can always have system log, right? I have selected system log. Even if it is system log, then you can go there and add certain things, right? So this is how you go about things of collecting the Windows event logs. So let me just select the counters, and have it as 30 sample rate for seconds. So destination is important. Where do you want to keep this data, right? So this is where I want to keep this data, right? So this is by default, it is going to the namespace. Let me just add subscription. Yep. So currently matrices is on preview. So let me just go and select the log analytic workspace. I'll just delete this, so all the metrics data will go into this log analytic workspace. I have selected the log analytic workspace to be the one where it is collecting the metrics data. If you can see here, performance, and then what we can do is you can just enable it, right? So this is how you configure data collection rules. So now your on-prem, I have selected the one which is already in Azure, but you can always have your on-prem servers in a similar way. You can assign a data collection rule to them, and then it will work as an extension, right? So when you come here, when you enable this, it will work as an extension, and on all your VMs, and according to the rule set, it will send the data to your log analytic workspace. So this is a short video where I've told you how to enable monitoring, and then again in my previous video I told you how once you get the data, you can configure your alerts, and then you can configure the action groups, right? So you can refer to the previous video where once you have the data inside the log analytics, and then how you monitor that data, you analyze those data, and then you action on that data. So yeah, if you find this useful, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until then, next time, thank you very much.